Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 33. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got executed well, otherwise it's a fumble.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Browns had 1-6 now. But they come into this one fresh off the victory last week. They finally snapped that 6-game losing streak.
And you've heard the phrase much-needed win. That was a much-needed win. They needed something to energize that locker room and give them a little sense of purpose. And oftentimes, that sense of purpose and a little relaxation can lead to better performance the following week as well. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down and 13.
Deputy 19, 60 Eagles.
Here's Milton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The tight end in motion right. Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he'll take it. Zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Browns drive about to get started. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
79, Viking, 18, Panther.
Here's Milton now to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Report.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Jackson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. In motion left, Bateman. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go. Back.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
19 Lions.
To throw is Milton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw, it's Milton. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And it's the right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Jackson. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Slot man moves right. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Milton. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Milton. Oh, the RPO will keep it himself. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ready.
Throwing is Milton. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 37-yard punt, a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Lamar changing the look.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
To throw is Jackson. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
4 yards.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Jackson will throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Ravens
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warriors 70, 18, Rattler 8. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down. Their own territory didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
23 yards the pickup there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Again, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Lamar changing the play.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, report. 13.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Milton. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hold a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
There wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
You hate to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Let's go now.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
5-yard line.
19 tight.
Here's Milton now to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And they'll get him down past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Hawk 70. Hawk. Turn 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw is Milton. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Nothing like this drive a little bit better there, partner. The running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
To throw, it's Milton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, good looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, use spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Here comes second down at 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the right side, and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
2nd and 6 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And it's the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, something through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He's back to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Baltimore, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.